training video for SelectFL. All right, on this project, you're going to make a collage of different things that you get off different images using the selection tool and the move tool and unlocking the background layer. You're going to bring these items into a document, a digital image in Photoshop, a new digital image in Photoshop, and you'll create a collage of selected things. Kind of like a decorator, like you're decorating the image with a bunch of pictures that you like. Okay, so let's go to Photoshop. No, first we need to get our stuff. Okay, so let's go to Chrome and go to Google and go to the first thing you need to get is a picture of a building with that's got regular looking buildings, no buildings with curves, like don't get the Colosseum or anything like that. So I'm just going to put buildings, and I'm going to click on images, and I'm going to find a cool building, like maybe this one. So when I click on it, okay, see how I clicked on it? I clicked on the thumbnail, and then the bigger image pops up, and that's actually the one I want. That's the one you want to get, okay? The bigger image. Okay, so to get the image, save to your documents, you're going to right click over the picture, and you're going to save image as, and you're going to make sure you're in your documents and let it name itself, or go ahead and change the name as long as you can find it when it's time. Click save. I'm just leaving it the same name. All right, and also remember, on these training videos, you can pause, rewind, and fast forward to wherever you need to be, or remind yourself, right? Don't forget that part of this. All right, so now I'm going to go get another picture, and this one is just going to be something round. So I'm going to put a beach ball. That's round. And, oh, I like that one. I think I'm going to click on this one. See, you want to click on the thumbnail to get to the bigger image. And then I'm going to right click over it. And I'm going to save image as. And I'm going to let that name itself. That's fine. And documents, JPEG, click save. Now I have a ball. It's a scavenger hunt of images in the categories they give you. Now we're going to get a picture of something, or a flower. I want a flower. Okay, I want you to get a flower. Get a picture of a flower. Ooh, I like that one. Click on the thumbnail, get to the bigger image, and right click. Also, photography note on this image. You can see what the subject is. It's the flower. Notice how the whole area behind the flower, all the background, is blurred out. There's no doubt about the fact that the photographer wanted you to see this flower and nothing really else, right? Everything else is secondary to the beautiful focused flower, okay? What a wondrous thing that is right there. So I'm going to right click on this and click save image as, and let's click save. I think I'm going to go to Photoshop. That's we're going to go to Photoshop. That's my training videos were so good, right? Okay, so now I want a new document that I'm going to put on my website. So I'm going to go File, New. Okay, different from before. Now we're going to create a new image, a digital image in Photoshop. File, New, and I'm going to go to Photo, and I'm going to go here to the third option. I'm going to get a landscape 4x6, so it's going to be 4 inches high, 6 inches wide. And the resolution is 300 pixels per inch, PPI, pixels per inch. So that will actually look nice. It'll be a 4x6 if you print it on the laser printer, 4 inches by 6 inches, right? Or it would look good on a website. So we're going to click that one, and the name of this file is SelectFL. And the only other thing is the background. You can either keep it as a white background, or you could click and you can just well, make it white. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep it white. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just keep it white. Okay, click create, and there it is. There is my file. All right, and now I need to get that building. So I'm going to go File, Open, and I'm going to go to Documents, and I'm going to sort. I'm going to go to this view here, and I'm going to click on Date Modified. Boom, descending, and there's my thingies, all right in order. So the third one was the first one, right? And there's my building. I'm going to do a Command 0 to zoom in. And I want to show you another lasso tool. It's not the lasso tool, but it's similar to a lasso tool, and it's called the polygonal lasso tool. Again, it's called the polygonal lasso tool. And if you notice, I clicked and held my left mouse key and then released to open up this list of other tools. See that little triangle right there in the bottom right? That means there are other things. Notice that pretty much everything has other tools underneath it. So that's a lot of tools when you think about it. Okay, so lasso tool was the top choice. The second choice is the polygonal lasso tool. And that's the one I want you to use on this building selection part of the collage. So I'm going to, from this picture, take one of these buildings, and I'm going to show you how it works. Pretty much just works like this. Remember the pen tool? You just kind of click. So I clicked right there, and then I'm going to drag. I let go of the mouse. I'm going to drag and click, and then drag and click, drag and click. Remember how with the pen tool, that allowed us to make straight lines with within Illustrator. I'm trying to find the end. There it is. So you want to finish where you started. So get that little circle at the bottom right corner of the mouse, and then now you can see that marching ant trail was just where I clicked. All right, and then I click on the move tool, and it will let me move it. See, I can move it. See that? So let me command. I'm going to go to History Panel up here in the History Panel, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to do a Command D to get rid of that marching ant trail. And now I'm going to just use the same technique, use the same tool, the polygonal, right? The polygonal, and then it stays. Whatever the last tool you used, it switches to that tool on your toolbar, so you can use it again later, right? And if you want the lasso tool, you just click and hold, and then pick the lasso tool. See how that works? Just change it. All right, so now I'm going to go and let's see. I want to select this guy right here. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to start right up here. Go click, click, click. See where I'm moving? See where I'm at? Click, click. I'm just selecting what I want. Click, click, and I'm going to finish right where I started. See that little circle pops up? There we go. So I've selected this part of my building with the polygonal. So it's real easy. Just remember, you don't click and drag. That would be for curves. You just want to click, 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 click at the end points. Okay? So now I'm going to click. I'm going to switch to the move tool. So yeah, switch to the move tool up here. And then I'm going to click on this guy. And I'm going to go up to my SelectFL and back down into it. There it is. So I've got my first piece of whatever. Oh, I'm running out of time. I got to hurry. If I want to change the size, do a Command T. Hold the Shift key down. And I could zoom in on this building, make this building a little bigger. Click the check up here. Notice the new layer. So that when I do a Command T, that's happening on everything that's in this layer. Okay? And the only thing in this layer is that building that I just brought. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. We didn't do anything. All right. So now I'm going to go get the next thing. So I'm going to go File, Open. Now I'm going to get the beach ball. Oops. Oh, darn it. I'm going to get the beach ball. And there's my beach ball. I'm going to do a Command 0. Close my history panel for now. And the next tool I want to show you is the ellipse tool. All right. And second tool from the top. Now, if you click and hold, you can see there's a whole bunch of these rectangular and elliptical marquee tools, including these special ones, real special ones, for single row and single column. That would be if you're going to make a gradient, just so you know. You'll rarely use that. But anyway, these two tools, the rectangular marquee tool, if you click, hold, and drag, so if you select that tool, click, hold, and drag, right, then that gives you the marching ant trail, and you click on the move tool, and you've got a rectangular selection, okay? So that's kind of cool. Let's go up and throw that there somewhere, okay? And now go back to the beach ball. But that's not the only tool that's in this list. Let's click and hold. Okay, yes, I know that. Yes, I know that. I know I clicked on that and I shouldn't. Okay, so now we're going to do a Command D. Get rid of that marching ant trail. That was rectangular. Click and hold over the rectangular tool, and we'll click on the elliptical tool. Now on this one, I can click, hold, and drag, right? There's my marching ant trail. I'm going to move to the switch to the move tool, right? There's my beach ball. But let's say I want to try to get most of this ball. So I'm going to go back to my history panel, and I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to undo that. Okay, close my history panel. All right, so on the elliptical tool, I'm going to just kind of approximate where I think the center of that circle is, that ball is, and I'm going to hold down the Option key, right? Notice when I do that, I'm going to click now, hold, and drag, and now it pulls from the center of that circle. So this is actually a smarter way to use this tool. And it's not exact, so I'm just going to let go of everything. I'm going to do a Command D, and Command D. I'm going to try to figure out where I think that is. I'm going to give you another key too. I'm going to make this real hard. It's like playing a musical instrument when you're doing Photoshop. You've got your right hand playing the mouse and your left hand playing the keyboard. Okay, so in this case, you're going to hold the Option key down. That decides to pull from the center from where you click. You click and drag. Instead of it being on the circumference of the circle, when I hold the Option key down, it centers it like I just showed you. But now I'm going to hold the Shift key down too, and now I got two fingers, one on the Shift key, one on the Option key, holding it down. I'm going to use my mouse, and I'm going to position where I think the center is. I'm going to click, hold, I'm going to drag out, and it's going to make a, whoa, it's going to make a perfect circle. Okay, I'm just going to keep going here. Perfect circle, get it right close to the edge, and then go ahead, let go of the mouse, and then let go of the keyboard. Okay, in that order. Command 0 to recenter this. And now with the move tool, there we go. We've got our beach ball. All right, take that up and over and down. And oh my God, I'm going to run out of time, you guys. The last one is the flower. I'm going to have to really go quick on this. So I'm going to open up the flower. And there it is. Now this one I'm going to use another key. I'm going to click underneath the quick select tool, and it's the magic wand. I'm going to click on the magic wand instead of the quick select tool. The magic wand uses color. So the magic wand uses color. And the first thing you want to do is move it. Move the option to add. And that's the two squares that look like they're kind of merged together. This will just only give you one selection. This will let you add multiple selections. So click that second option right under the shop on the control panel, control bar of this tool, of the magic wand tool. Okay. And I like to use this tool more to select backgrounds or solid colors, more than the actual item that you're looking to get, to kind of try to get everything else and delete it if it's a similar color. We have a lot of greens in the background of this picture. So I'm just going to click, and you can see it's already made a selection there, and I'm just going to click, hold, and just kind of drag, and then click, drag a little bit, right, click, and you can see that pretty quickly I am selecting all of the background area. If I want to make it a little stronger of a selection, I could up this tolerance to like 50. And then more of the, it has a wider tolerance for different shades of green and yellows. And it makes it so quickly select a complicated background. Okay. complicated background there. So now you can see the marching ant trail is everywhere where I don't want. But what I want is the flower. So remember, I could inverse the selection. So I'm going to go up here to select and then inverse. Now I've got this flower selected. That's what I wanted. So I'm going to click on the move tool and I'm going to click, hold, and drag, and you can see I can rip it out. That cool. Go to my collage image, and now I've got a picture of cool flower. And I can Command T that and resize that. Hold the Shift key down. Make it a little smaller there. Must be some other thing selected there. Okay, and click the check up here. So there we go. Can move it around. Here's a little trick. Since I've got a lot of items, and let's say I want to move this guy around or this guy around. Oh, it's smart like that, huh? The move tool, just hover over it. Never mind. I thought I was going to show you something. They've improved Photoshop right in front of us here, because now the move tool, you just click over the item and it moves right away. You don't have to tell it what layer it's on. I was going to show you a keyboard trick for that, but you don't need it anymore. Photoshop is wonderful. All right, you guys probably already knew that, huh? Anyway, if I hold down the Option key, I can click and drag out another flower. See, it's on a separate layer, another layer. Command T that, make it even smaller or bigger, whatever I want to do. Click that check. Right? Wow, that's pretty cool. We can Option, drag, Option, drag, Option, drag. Wow, awesome. All right, so this is what you got to do. And don't forget you, of course. Let's put you in it. So I'm going to go Final, or not Final, but File, Open. So you can see all the pieces you need to get. I'm going to go to my desktop because I know I've got some pictures in there of me. So I'm going to click that one. Click OK. And now, based on the picture, I want to decide what selection tool would work the best. Should I use the Quick Select tool, or the Magic Wand, or the lasso tools, or the polygonal lasso tool, or the ellipse tool? What should I use? So on this one, because I got a kind of a solid background, I'm just going to keep with the Magic Wand, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to collect or click, and look at that. Look how quickly, one click, I got it all. Perfect. And now I'm going to inverse that selection, select inverse, because it's really me that I'm looking for. I'm going to click on the move tool, click, hold, and drag me over to this one, and oh my God, okay. So I've got a big picture I got to squeeze down into a small picture. So I'm going to do a Command 1 to zoom out on that. Command 0, Command 1. Come on now. Oh, this isn't working for me. Let me do a Command T. Then I'm going to do a Command 1. Strange. It's behaving like that. Well, I've got it. It should work for you. Don't know why it's not working for me right now. But Command 1 should get this to where you can see both images kind of zoomed out and scale that big picture in, that big layer in my forehead. So I'm going to, ooh, that's kind of cool, just like that though, in a way, huh? Maybe like that. Okay, Command T, and grab corner edit box, hold that Shift key down. So I'm just gonna have to use this technique to do it. Hold the Shift key down, grab the corner. I'm holding the Shift key down because I don't want to do that, okay? And I don't want to do that. It looks terrible. Hold the Shift key down, grab a corner edit box, and the aspect ratio of width and height is maintained. Okay, there you go. You got to be in this, and your friends have to be in this too. Okay, click the check. Now you got all the pieces that you need, but to be honest with you, I want at least 20 things that you go and get pictures of and people and whatever it is that you want to put in this collage, and use all the different selection tools. So I could call this 20 shapes to select, or 20 things to select. But no, instead I'm just going to call this SelectFL, and you got to put at least 20 things. I want to see if anybody can actually get like so many things. It's ridiculous, like 100 things. Anyways, do this quickly. Get this done today. Upload it. Well, when you're done, you're going to file, save as. No, it's file. Yeah, save as, and make sure it's SelectFL. Make sure it's in your documents folder, and change it from a Photoshop to a JPEG, and then click save and click OK. And upload SelectFL.jpg to your photo page. All right. And then you want to save this document too as a Photoshop document, so you can work on this tomorrow maybe. So file, save as, and make sure it's still a Photoshop document like that. See, it says Photoshop document in your documents. Click save. There. Now, hit the X there. Save that. You don't need to save that, so hit the X. Hit the X. Say don't save. Hit the X. Say don't save. Hit the X. Say don't save. Hit the X. All right, and then Photoshop. Quit Photoshop. Yay! You're done. Don't forget to put this on your photo page in WebStarts. Thank you. Bye.